Did you know that despite Black communities having over $1.5 trillion in buying power, they still own less than 3% of the nation's wealth? That's a staggering gap that speaks to deeper systemic issues. Today, Black communities sit on a vast amount of wealth, yet the impact remains limited. Why? Because of the ongoing struggles that prevent this wealth from truly flourishing. Let's break down how historical and current challenges are both holding us back, and how a few bright spots are starting to change the game. Historically, Black communities have faced systemic barriers that continue today. Discriminatory housing practices like redlining have reduced property values in predominantly Black neighborhoods, limiting the potential for real estate as a wealth-building tool. Even today, Black homeowners are more likely to have their homes undervalued. For example, a recent case in Indianapolis revealed a Black family's home appraisal increased by nearly $100,000 after they removed personal items and had a white family member stand in for them. This kind of devaluation restricts wealth creation and perpetuates inequality. In the business world, Black entrepreneurs face tougher odds. Take the example of small Black-owned businesses during the pandemic. While many white-owned businesses were able to secure PPP loans, Black businesses often struggled to access funds, resulting in higher rates of closure. Even now, Black startups receive a tiny fraction of venture capital investments, less than 1%, creating a massive barrier to growth. However, Black communities are home to significant wealth. For instance, Black people own billions in real estate, and Black-owned small businesses generate substantial revenue. But much of this wealth isn't reaching its full potential. Real estate properties in Black neighborhoods are often undervalued due to systemic issues, and small businesses, though vital to local economies, struggle to scale without sufficient funding. The wealth is present, but it's not being leveraged for greater economic empowerment. There are also examples of how wealth is flowing out of Black communities. Too often, the money spent by Black consumers, on everything from groceries to luxury items, ends up in the hands of corporations that don't reinvest in those communities. This leakage means that even when Black people have wealth, it doesn't stay within their neighborhoods, making it difficult to build a sustainable economic base. On the positive side, we're seeing some efforts to mobilize wealth. Consider the example of Greenwood Bank, a Black-owned digital banking platform designed specifically to help Black and Latino communities. This bank is focused on reinvesting in the community, providing opportunities for people to support Black-owned businesses, buy homes, and secure loans that aren't readily available from traditional banks. Greenwood represents a new, proactive way of thinking about keeping wealth circulating within the community. On the flip side, look at the ongoing struggles faced by Black farmers. Even with decades of farming experience and land ownership, Black farmers receive far less federal support and funding than their white counterparts. This is evident in the disproportionate denial of loans, leaving many Black farmers unable to expand or even maintain their land. The wealth potential in agricultural land is immense, but systemic barriers are still in place. Black communities have the potential to generate enormous wealth, but structural inequalities and systemic issues continue to hold them back. While initiatives like Greenwood Bank offer hope, there's still a long way to go before the wealth in Black communities can truly be mobilized for social and economic justice. What's your take on the challenges Black communities face in building wealth? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out my next video on strategies for financial empowerment and closing the wealth gap.
Support the channel, subscribe, like, comment, and share.